Okay, they can hear me. And now they should be able to hear you.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. We're back. It's been a while. I hasn't actually been that long. I just always assume it's been a while. Yeah. I feel like we're back
Last time it had been a while.
Last time it really had been a while. But it's time. We're going to get betrayed more because that's what always happens here.
Although we had our first curveball.
That is true.
In the last stream, we thought for sure we were going to get betrayed and then didn't.
Well, here's something I can say. I can almost guarantee. I don't think we're going to get an ending today.
Wow.
I just have a feeling. I don't know. I feel like our luck has been in such a way where it's like we're gonna get another lock, but we're not gonna get another ending. And I'm gonna laugh if it does happen. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just being a pessimist.
Yeah, maybe.
Who can say?
I have faith. I think that we can do it. Someone said that Keith will say that the music is too loud. Let's see if I agree.
Is it?
Just a smidge, just a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna. This is one of those games that hates when you tab out of it, so it stops playing audio.
Yeah. I hate that. That's the worst.
Yeah, I turned it down like 2 decibels.
That should be good.
Yeah, the speech is going to be a little louder than this, so I don't want to bump it down too much or bump it up too much. But yeah, I think I can't even remember where we were last time. Sorry, a lot has happened in the past couple of weeks, and so my brain's been a little overloaded. But we'll figure it out. We're gonna.
So we got locked in that room because Clover kind of threw a fit.
Right.
About Alice, I think.
Alice died in the last time we played, correct?
She's sick with
Radical
sick
6.
with Ice 9. Sick with what is it called?
Radical 6.
Radical 6,
you
right.
Subtract 3, make it cooler.
So in the next one there's going to be a dangerous 3.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny if we got to Zero Time Dilemma and there was like it's like the I don't even know. Okay, so the first one is
the number 3 is
sci-fi
involved.
ice that keeps you alive, and then there's sci-fi rabies that kills you.
Yeah.
And so then 3 will be like it'll be some kind of 3 that zombifies you, so you're neither alive nor dead.
Wow, I like the called shot. You've had some good predictions.
Says we don't know it was Radical 6.
We know
I'm pretty sure.
Context.
It's highly contagious.
Yeah, and she behaved exactly like Quark did because we saw another path her having the freak out.
Quark, I believe, was like officially diagnosed.
Yes,
like
Quark got scanned with the thingy.
Yeah, Quark got scanned. I just realized I was clipping a little bit, so I should be good now.
Okay. Yeah. It's been a minute since I've streamed pre-recorded stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, why don't we say we just dive into this? Is the Discord stream good for you?
Discord stream's good.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna switch us over. Everyone can see this beautiful menu.
We're live. I can retweet it, or Blue Sky, or whatever. Yeah.
Very sad today. I did replace the co-host logo with the Blue Sky logo on the overlay. R.I.P.
Damn.
You know why? It dates us. You know, we kind of have to.
Yeah.
Look at that, 18 hours, 0 endings. That's kind of impressive.
That's so long that we played this game.
To be
fair,
feel like
that's how long 999 was.
Yeah, but also, there's probably been... Actually, I don't know, because I feel like we're coming up on the amount of streams we did with 999.
Yeah, there was 9.
We also yap a lot. All right.
We do, but that, we would have yapped at 999 too, so it equalizes.
I suppose. So, okay, last time we went down here and we got the crew quarters. Is there proof it wasn't murder? God damn it. It happened immediately.
I'm putting my like weird like I have a cap that says like my imagination of what game devs think.
Okay.
And I'm putting that on because I don't know.
A lot of text for a cap.
Yeah, it's small.
It's
small text.
It's small text.
And it's a really big
big hat. Yeah, it's like a giant trucker hat.
And I put that hat on, and then I go, okay, so part of the gameplay of the original DS game was that you had to replay it 3 times.
Yeah,
So people's game times were actually way longer than our game time
that is
where we were
true.
playing the PC port. So they're like, so we can't take this 30-hour game and cut it down to 10 hours. We need to take this 30-hour game and fill the 20 hours of bullshit with 20 hours of gameplay.
You know, I could believe. God damn it, I did it again. I'd believe it.
That's my guess.
This flowchart is my enemy. I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that makes sense because there's more. This like you can just look at the charts between the two games, and this one is obviously bigger as well.
Yeah. And just the tendency to expand, but I bet that someone somewhere was like, we can't give them less of a game, as if the like having to replay the game 8 times counted as the game.
That sound. You know what? That is for for the late aughts, early 2010s. That actually does sound like something a producer would say.
Yeah.
We need to pick a route because we got locked out of this one last time, and
We
now,
have a couple really good entry points.
Yes, we do.
We could start all the way in the top left.
With here, yeah, which would be
We
through
could
the magenta door, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Or we could pick this one fork in the middle, the biggest, longest fork here, or go one further.
Yeah.
Or I guess we could even kill those last 2 loops there, but I think that would be betraying someone that we don't want to betray.
Sorry, which last 2 loops? The ones to this one here,
the
or
very center to the left. There's 2 question marks.
oh, here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just knock out probably a bad ending real quick.
Hey, a bad ending's an ending.
It is an end. Do you want to do that? Do you want to get another pink skull?
Yeah, let's get a pink skull.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, we do have one ending.
Oh wait, Keith, do you remember what this ally betrayal is?
Yes, I do. Yes, we have to agree that we will essentially have sex with Clover in exchange
that's what's
betraying.
implied. Yeah,
heavily implied.
So, do you want to start with that still?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah,
those
thought
will be some of the last ones that get filled.
Yeah,
in,
we'll do that. That'll be unless there's like a lock that needs to be unlocked through that. We'll leave that for now.
Yeah.
I don't want to get the Twitch banned. I feel
if
like
I show up and say, "Hey, today I'm really feeling like we should do that. I've been replaced." Call the police. Call someone that will kill me.
Okay, yeah. Keith, I'll go further and do it myself, you know?
Thank you.
That's what friendship is.
And passports.
Yeah. What?
You have to cross the border.
Oh, yeah. Which it's gonna be super easy for going super well right now, traveling to the United States of America. Oh boy.
Library Cat says evil key this here. No, I'm warning you about evil key.
Yeah, this is
this is a warning. The kind of warning that evil
premonitory
key.
Is that an adjective for having a premonition? I don't know. If it's not, I made it up. Okay. So yeah, we could do. I think this would be. We'd betray. Oh, I did it again. It's right click, not hit the back button. We could do the betray here. We could do the magenta door, or we could do the other door here. Which are you thinking? There's also a betray up here, or a different door up here that we could take.
I'm pretty neutral. I feel I don't feel confident that we can start with a whole new door at the very beginning and make it to an end. I am feeling confident that we could do either of those 2 in the middle, the longer one or the slightly shorter one. I can't see your cursor, so I'm just guessing.
Really? The cursor?
Yes.
The cursor should show up. It's a game cursor. Weird.
I can definitely see it on the screen, but I cannot see it on the screen share at all.
That's crazy.
But yes, I trust that you knew what I was talking about.
Yeah. The one in the I've highlighted this one.
Yeah.
And then this is the other one you mean.
Go back again? No, the other middle one.
Oh, this one.
The 2 center ones. I think that we could maybe get both of those, but I think we should. I'm gonna bet on that it's gonna take longer than we think, and that we should do the shorter middle one.
Okay.
The first one that that one.
I'm down. I'm absolutely down. Clover and I were a pair. Okay, I guess it's probably the green door we're going through. That meant I had to choose one of the 3 solos. Well,
it's... Wait, but there's only 2 paths.
There is only 2 paths, which means one of these paths gets us yelled at.
Okay. So, I bet it's Dio. I sort of remember insisting that we go with Tenmyoji instead of Dio one time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you want to click the Dio one? Or do you want to click the Quark one? Because Quark is unconscious.
Let's go with unless you want to see what they say when they yell at us.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Let's go Dio. I don't want to... We have spent almost no time with Dio, and he's sort of the villain of the series so far.
Well, here's what we know about Dio.
He's an avatar for the worst guy you know.
Yeah, he is a conniving circus ringleader. Redditor, definitely. There's a lot of Redditors. There's different... Everyone's sort of a different shade of Redditor in this game.
I called him an Imagurian.
I hate that. I hate that because that took me a minute. I was like, oh, is that some sort of like shitty school of philosophy? No, that's someone who uses the website Imager.
Yeah.
Addy Aloman says he's a 9-gagger.
Thing to me, by the way.
Oh yeah, so here's our first diversion of the day. I was at the gym last week, and they have like a TV that like shows what's playing over the speakers, and there was a song called Imager playing, and I felt insane. I hate.
Was it by Imogen Heap?
No, because then I would probably like it at least a little bit. It was just sort of like generic, non-offensive EDM, I guess.
Sure.
Anyway, I'll take Dio. That means the red door for us.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? Feels kind of weird to say that about myself. Anyway, might as well be
Monster
polite.
Inc. says steam-powered giraffe fan.
Yeah. Oh.
Steam-powered giraffe member.
Yeah, I feel like we've said this before. I feel like we've talked about this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All I can think about is their extremely cursed Rihanna cover.
Oh, yeah. I mean, extremely cursed blank.
Yeah, but that's true. But the Rihanna cover has the puppet giraffe in it. That's because I remember that going like crazy on Tumblr with people posting about this fucked up giraffe.
And it's Tumblr, so
they love
there's like a liking it is going on.
Yeah, that's the dark part about it.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that, Clover?
Well, I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I guess we were listening to what Alice said because Alice was just betrayed and did the thing where when you get betrayed, you get to decide where you go.
Yeah.
And so I guess we had to either pick between Dio and Tenmyoji.
Sure, and then she would have yelled at us if we picked Quark.
Yeah.
Okay. We avoided getting yelled at.
Right.
K, Tenmyoji.
Which, depending on your
I will
perspective,
take
is a
the
good or a
green
bad thing.
Yeah, well.
It's not great, but it's better than Dio. I'm good.
We're just like jumping on the insufferable grenade.
Well, I'm
Is
willing
how
to
this
do
feels?
option B. Quark should be fine if he's with Luna.
That's true.
Okay. I'll take good care of him, I promise.
What about Phi and K?
No problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Why do you hesitate? You colorblind? Is this going to be a twist the way the guy's face blindness was?
Twist ending.
Kay nodded and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds remain
My
until
optical sensors must be
chromatic
malfunctioning.
doors close.
Okay, I need to do some
Bullshit,
volume
robot.
balancing on my end because this game is louder than you are for me. So I'm gonna turn this down in my volume mixer and then turn it up on OBS.
I also, when you were doing your balancing, I was louder. I turned myself down because I was clipping, so that makes some sense.
Yeah.
I got so mad at Kyle when we were doing Run Button the other day. This happens, I swear to God, every time they're here. I'm trying to audio balance, and they're like 80% quieter than they are as soon as I turn the thing on. And I keep telling them this, and then they're also complaining about the noise gate, and I'm like, that's because you're talking so quiet that it's like you're intentionally triggering the noise gate. So I rolled off the noise gate, gave them less of an intense noise gate, and then boosted them because they were talking so quiet, and we started the game, and immediately they're yelling into the microphone.
This is what I worry I am like to record with.
Every fucking time that they're over, the same thing happens. It doesn't matter that I say, you do this every time you're here. Do you know that? And they're like, no, I don't.
That is modern day Abbott and Costello, really. Come on, guys, hurry. The door is already closing.
Coming!
I know!
I might ask you to listen to the stream because you're the only person whose audio opinions I care about.
Sure.
With seconds to spare, we leapt across the threshold.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors.
All right.
closing.
You and the game sound pretty good.
Okay.
Maybe the game's a tiny bit loud.
Okay, I can turn it down a bit more. It wants to. You want to.
And then you and I sound perfect. I'm maybe a hair louder than you.
Okay.
Just a hair. But
Yeah, that's kind of just usually how it is. Game's a little loud, you said?
just
Okay.
just a tiny bit.
I'll dump that down like half a decibel and we'll see how that works. Wherefore Base says these guys can never once enter a door in a timely manner, and it's true. They are worse procrastinators than I am with literally everything.
I'll say this, one of my favorite moments from this game so far was when we were clowning on Sigma for waiting until the last possible second to enter in the vote every time, and then that became relevant to the plot.
Yeah.
That like the decision that we made must have been after the decision that we thought Bai was reacting to.
It's very
and then it was
funny.
actually, she flipped it on us, and we were the one that was reacting to her, actually. It was really good. And so I wonder if something like that's going to happen, like, on a broader scale.
Time is very, like the timing of things has become very important in this game. More than just, like, the 9 hours were in the last game. It's fun.
Yeah, the, like, minute-to-minute thing.
I think it's, like, silly that happened, but also I like that it at least was considered.
Yeah.
What is this?
And then the flip side is, like, how many times can you believably have Sigma procrastinate?
That is true. Well, you know,
in every possible universe, he waits till the last second every possible time.
You can't get Concerta in this bunker.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard.
Yeah.
There's 3 different doors.
Which one do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
God, we really did just bring the bad vibes crew now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I like Clover.
Oscillates rapidly.
Yeah.
Clover is sometimes good and usually slightly not good, and sometimes absolutely rancid, and sometimes a murderer.
Yeah, but I find her vibe of her type of bad vibes way more fun than Dia's.
Yeah, I agree.
She's a chaos agent in a way, you know. Except for when the misogyny in the writing comes out, but otherwise.
Yeah.
Looks like they're
Dio's
all
just
locked
bad.
Yeah, Dio's the misogynist doing the writing.
Dio is in America on Earth cheering on the fucking Doge committee or whatever it is.
Oh my God. He's the guy who lit Elon Musk's gamer candle, and that's the only thing I'm gonna say about that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dude,
what is a gamer candle?
it's a giant candle that he lights while he games.
Wait, but you said someone else lights it.
Oh, dude. Yeah, no. I can't say any more about him because then I got us banned from Twitch again. But it's really
again.
fun. Not again. I mean, I said I want to be careful not to get us banned from Twitch earlier.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
I thought we were maybe briefly banned.
Yeah, no.
No.
I sent a lot of death threats live on stream.
As far as Keith doesn't have a gamer candle, I have multiple candles.
I have tons of candles.
I haven't considered them gamer candles before.
I repel anything with gamer as its sort of superlative.
Yeah.
I find it repugnant, I think is the word that I'd use.
I remember when it turned for me. I remember I can narrow it down to 12 months because when I went to PAX East 2010, I had an unreserved, uncomplicated good time going to PAX East 2010.
Yeah.
And then the next year I went back and I was like so depressed that I hated all of this.
The spell was broken.
Yeah. So somewhere in those 12 months, I stopped. I mean, I always didn't like being called a gamer because I always thought that was lame. But anything even associated with gamer shit, that stuff went out the window somewhere between 2010 PAX East and 2011 PAX East.
Yeah, I think that's around the same time I stopped as well. Being like, being a game, having video games as part of my identity is cool. No.
Ironically, you know what else happened in 2011?
What?
Run Button started.
Damn. You became a pro gamer right when you realized gaming.
Yeah, like 6 months later.
Wow. Big year though.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna get us going again, even though I am enjoying talking about the stupidity of gamer stuff.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
My first video game podcast was in 2009. Called Complex Rockets.
I was like, it's something rockets. I know this, but I couldn't remember.
It was like November
adjective.
2008, I think, maybe is when it started.
Again,
I always said it was November 2009, but I think that's wrong.
People are talking about the robot issue again. I might. This is an OBS thing. I don't know why it's doing it because Keith sounds fine to me. Yeah.
Damn.
But thanks for the heads up. Apologies.
The gamers are trying to take me down.
Oh no. 5 seconds of Keith sounding like a number station. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached.
Yeah.
It's probably a lever.
What? Oh. Sure. Are you serious?
Yeah, pretty good, huh? Am I great or what? Huh?
I appreciate
Sorry, this is because she recognized a lever?
Well, no, because she said don't get attached because it's probably a lever.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah. Get it?
I was reading the chat saying the things were staticky, so I like missed the
no
joke.
Worries.
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
Bro. I wouldn't rule it out.
She's actually very complicated.
Let's just take it easy with her, okay?
Hey! What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady?
The Reddit kind?
The Reddit kind.
You boys just secrete secrets.
Another joke, but
why are puns
Dio
her
is
thing now?
secreting, I bet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh man, I'm good.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
Yo!
Whoa.
I wouldn't do that. What if it only makes her worse?
That's not
Well,
why,
I
Sigma.
think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever?
I thought you said we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you?
In fact, I
Besides,
think
it's
it's
not like
part
we
of
can
the
go
puzzle
back.
to pull.
Yeah. Also, we've done, we've come in this room like 3 times now and had to pull it every time.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Ready? Here we go.
Maybe 1 out of 3 times the lever kills you.
Oh, that'd be great if it was this time and Dio just exploded.
Yeah, no such luck.
We'll get him eventually. Huh. The center one opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one, then. Forward!
Without waiting for a response, Clover marched through the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. Oh, we're going to a laboratory. You have to say a laboratory because that makes it like more science fiction-y.
Also, I'm 1 foot tall.
Yeah.
I wear a little lab coat.
And you hate your sister.
And I have an omelette du fromage.
And your friend Mandark is always... I guess they're not friends, but whatever.
Frenemy.
Yeah, frenemy. Situationship.
Yeah.
What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
Mind rays? A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here? If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that Accelavir.
If we do, we can cure Quark.
They've got Goku's Namek stasis tanks in the background.
Oh,
really
yeah.
think
We
it'll
can
be
heal
that
ourselves
easy?
if we get beaten up by Captain Ginyu.
Yeah, it would rule if Captain Ginyu is in this game.
Yeah. It's really funny that Dexter's Lab came up just now because I was literally thinking this morning, for the first time in a long time, about Dexter's Lab. And I was just thinking, like, he should just show up in other cartoons. There should just be crossover episodes with Dexter's Lab for any cartoon that's on the air. There should be an episode where Dexter shows up.
I like that idea. I think that just should be how cartoons work in general.
Yes.
Dexter and
I
SpongeBob
agree.
should meet.
Dexter and who?
SpongeBob?
Yes, Dexter and SpongeBob should meet. I think the thing that I thought of also was Dexter showing up in Bob's Burgers and throwing a wrench into whatever's going on there.
That would be great, actually.
Yeah.
What we're really saying is that we want Harvey Birdman back.
Oh, I always want Harvey Birdman back.
I always want Harvey Birdman back. Show's great.
To me, Harvey Birdman never left.
Damn straight. Wow, somebody's
Space
a
Ghost.
thinker.
I like Space Ghost.
I never really watched much Space Ghost.
I watched it when I was a kid when they would air like episodes of actual Space Ghost. And then it wasn't until I was slightly older. I don't even know when Space Ghost Coast to Coast was happening. But I remember learning about that later, and I was like, the guy from Space Ghost has a talk show? And then I would watch that, and I was like, this is also good, but this is different.
Yeah, a lot of those Adult Swim shows were kind of hard to get up here for a while.
Yeah. They were hard to get here, too, because it was past my bedtime.
See, I just used the internet eventually.
Yeah.
And that is how I found most of those on like weird, shitty 24-hour streams run by people who I am sure are fucking evil.
Yeah.
Just saying, this place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
Well, we won't know until we look. So let's get started. Okay, cool. I was like, I should probably just get to this and then I can keep talking about cartoons with you. Yeah, I feel like I found out a lot about, like, I found a stream online that would just play a bunch of Adult Swim stuff, and that's how I saw, like, Harvey Birdman. I remember Super Jail being big for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, Super Jail. I find that the Adult Swim aesthetic to be really unpleasant for the most part.
I agree. I don't think I would like those anymore, but I feel like seeing that and seeing like Wonder Chosen and stuff is like, you know, you can see how I get to where I am.
Sure.
Oh, I found.
I'm like barely even familiar with Wonder Chosen.
Wonder Chosen is like sometimes really funny and sometimes just the most like low-hanging fruit of like, what if Sesame Street was edgy?
Yeah.
Okay, we found a scalpel and we found seed.
I love seed.
A cylinder full of seeds. They're round and don't have any markings. Well, there's a...
no, there's an orange on
Yeah, they're orange seeds. It's a scalper. What? Sorry, it's a scalpel. Okay. This must be some kind of waste tank. It looks like a thigh tank. Are you for real? When did puns become her thing? I'm kind of here for it, but it's confusing.
Yeah, she will just have a totally different vibe every arc. Like every pathway, Clover is totally different. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe we've got like maybe the residual Clovers from every possible outcome of 999 is appearing in each of the different pathways of this. And so we literally get different Clovers.
It's like how our consciousness is jumping or whatever the hell Phi said in that one route. And hers is just she's constantly being possessed by different Clovers. They're round and striped. Okay. I wasn't sure if he'd say anything. Oh! Got a freaky hand. I know it says roots, but that's a freaky
that's actually
hand.
what my hand looks like.
Yo. You can really give people the bird with this.
Yes, it's just the default position. Yeah. Bird by default.
You have to curl your middle finger up so people don't think you're insulting them.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? A dead spider? What? Maybe it's a fake beard. Have you ever seen a person with a beard like this? Rotating this upside down before doing this does make that fake beard comment funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa had one. It looks like a root. It's probably some kind of preserved specimen.
No, it's a fake beard.
Yeah, it's a fake beard. Look, and then Sigma should put it on. Another thing of seeds.
You know what's weird about Clover doing the jokes? It's usually Sigma that's doing the stupid jokes.
Yeah, he's usually doing his cat puns and stuff.
It's weird to have someone else doing it and then have Sigma be like, it's actually super annoying when people are making stupid jokes all the time.
Me when I don't like somebody but need to find an excuse to be mean to them. A binder. There's 2 pieces of paper in here. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, it's Hydroponics Research 1. We found the Zero's grow op. It says steps for dissecting a frog. Okay. Let's see what we got here. There are 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute with ratio 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. Prepare the 5 types of plant seeds. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds.
I don't know that this is necessarily botanical.
Yeah, what? Research has shown that there is a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. The long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B and fluid D failed to germinate. None of the marked seeds germinated if put in fluid C. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A or fluid B. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D and fluid E, only one of them failed to germinate. Okay.
Okay. I think it's very funny how vague this is. Like, I feel like this is prime time to put some, like, real specific facts about fluids and seeds into your game.
Hey, who's to say we won't get some talk about whatever seeds these seeds are, or whatever the solution is? Okay, steps for dissecting a frog. Remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain in the fume cupboard. The ethanol will be filtered and gathered in the liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. Be sure to conduct your dissection in the fume cupboard, which I guess is that little spot we found earlier. What's this? What's this thing? Who knows? A strange machine. We don't know what it does, so it's probably best to leave it alone for now. Fine, I wanted to play with it, but you're gonna be a buzzkill, Sigma.
I like the layout of this room. The way the camera moves around it seems a lot more fluid and fun than in a lot of the rooms.
I like it because it does feel like you're moving around the countertop.
Yeah. We've had a lot of rooms recently where it's like, I can't go where I want to go, look at what I want to look at, and stuff is kind of hidden.
Yeah. Sorry, I looked at this and, like, my fight or flight activated. All right. Man,
Okay.
look at all these pipes.
Yeah, Sigma 2.
I think they run... I've got that Sigma mindset. I think they run down to the beakers underneath. There are handles where the pipes meet. If you turn the handle right, the liquid goes right. And if you turn it left, the liquid goes left. So maybe if you put it in the middle, half goes to the left and half goes to the right? What is this liquid then? Probably water? What do the numbers mean? Are they supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe? There aren't any units, but it looks like 80-somethings of water come out of the center pipe. And then each pipe gets, after the split, gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handle so the beaker gets the correct amount. Okay, I think I remember... I think it's we're trying to get just multiples of 10 to each of these. Like 20, like this one, the 2 would be 20, the 5 would be 50, the other ones would be 30.
Okay.
I think that's it, because we had the okay, I'll look at it after this dialogue. Hold on. How do we get the water to come out in the first place, though? I think you probably just pull that lever on there on the right, like this. After turning the correct levers, pull down on the lever on the right to pour water into the beakers.
That was risky. That could have been a lever.
Thankfully, it's a stair. Actually, no. We aren't climbing any of these. See? I can do it, too. All right. Yeah, one part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. So these are the hydroponic fluids. Yeah, okay. One part fluid, 10 parts water.
Wait, but then what does that mean?
That means, so for like it's a ratio of 1 to 10, right? So we need to get...
we want 20 in the 2 because it's 2 parts water. It's 2 parts fluid right now.
Yeah. And then
so the 2 gets 20.
The 5 gets 50. The 3s get 30.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. I think this would make this fill with 30, right? Because it's splitting this in half. No, wait. Yeah. 20.
Right, because it's gonna get 10 of the 20.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
Okay.
So those 2 are correct for sure.
Let's go.
Which means that we need 20 to get from 80 into yellow.
Yeah, which means we have to split the 80
40
into 40.
And then split it again.
Yeah. And then that would add up,
so
right?
That's now 100% for sure. That's correct, I believe.
Okay.
All right. And then that means that right now 40 is going right into 5. So we need
10 more.
10.
Is this going to just be all put them in the middle?
20, 10. Yeah.
Okay. That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's actually really funny.
That's pretty funny.
I love how scared I was at first. We poured the water into the beakers and all the lights are green. You did it. All right.
That was a tough one.
That was really hard. Hey, hold on. Do you really think you've got enough seeds for that? I think that hydroponics research thing said, see, there's a part 2 of the puzzle, and I have only 4 types of seeds. Okay.
Can we go to the seed store?
I don't know if they got one of those down here.
What?
I know. Saline solution. Okay. Oh, and here's the frog.
Hi, frog.
Hi, frog. Sorry for what we're going to do to you.
We should put the fake beard on the frog.
We should. Hold on. Bullshit. Okay. I think we can do stuff with the frog, and then maybe that'll unlock the seed. Oh, wait. Actually, no, wait. It's right over there. Never mind.
I'm curious to know what you thought doing to the frog would result
I don't know.
in getting a seed.
I don't know. Cut it open and they're in there. Maybe it's full of them. I'm just spitballing here. If I was an adventure game designer, I would make you have to dissect something to get the secret seeds. There's some paper inside it. It says DNA extraction instructions. Proceed through the following steps to extract DNA from a plant's roots and seeds. Place plant material in designated blender and activate blender. 2. Once the material has been thoroughly broken down, add in the solution of saline water. 3. The liquid will be filtered and dripped down into a beaker. Once it has done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. 4. DNA will collect at the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule to collect it. Okay.
Are we gonna have to put the frog in the blender?
Oh. Put my tender frog in a blender. Okay. We gotta do this seeds puzzle. I think that's the first. I think we need to get that before we get. I don't know. I just feel like there's some. This little rectangular slot here makes me think that something is going to pop out after we do it, and we will need for a puzzle. But maybe I'm wrong. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Yep. Round
Okay,
seeds.
maybe this is a stupid question. Do we know why we're trying to germinate seeds?
No, but have we known why we're trying to do anything in some of these puzzles?
No, but I was just making sure that like we didn't already know what to do with those seeds.
No, like no one said anything about it. I just found a binder that said germinate seeds, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
All right.
It would be very funny to do the science project, get to the end, and it's revealed that this was not the puzzle room.
Just gives us like the. It doesn't even give us the bonus one. It just 0 the third comes up and is like, good job.
Good job.
All right. None of the mark seeds germinated if put in fluid C. And so that would mean C would have to be this long or round unmarked one, which is okay. Oh, there's gonna be so much fucking shit to figure out. Long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids. When the striped seeds were put in fluid D and fluid... Oh, this... Okay. I'm gonna use the memo function, because people are always like, there's a memo function! And I'm like, yeah, I forgot. A... B... C... E... That's a D, just trust me. E. It's not just a weird lowercase b.
Damn, I can't believe you haven't been using this memo function the whole time.
I know, right? It's super intuitive on the computer. Okay, so... How am I gonna mark this out? This has to be the long seeds. So that's how I'm doing that. This is gonna be my mouse hit my phone, so that's why that's a little wonky.
Keep your phone.
It's on my desk,
right next to your mouse.
But it's my charger I need my charger there. So
why?
Listen. No. It's the only outlet next to my desk.
Okay.
The other ones are all used by my computer stuff. Okay.
But a phone charger plugged into an outlet can go anywhere. Is the problem that you don't have a long enough cable?
I don't have a very long cable now. I have a short cable. Okay, now I'm embarrassed. So
Someone get Sylvia a longer phone cable, please.
Go to friendsofthetable.cash if you want to help
friendsofthetable.cash.
fund my longer cables.
Help Sylvie get a 9-foot long USB-C cable.
I keep trying to do this puzzle, and it's my brain just keeps like tripping over itself.
Okay, let's start with this, because we only need to figure out one seed at a time.
You're right.
Let's start with round, because
Okay.
let's start with long, because the long seed...
Should I clear my memo here?
Yeah, clear the memo. The memo sucks.
Wow.
Shame on anybody who tried to get us to use the memo.
Okay.
The long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids, and there's 5 total. Okay, so long seeds, none of the seeds germinated if put in fluid C, so C is eliminated, green.
I think
Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A or B. Are the long seeds
there's
marked?
one marked and one non-marked. So I think we put the non-marked or the marked long seed goes in B.
You think so?
That would be my guess, right? Because it fails to germinate in 3 of the fluids, and then the round seeds fail to germinate in both of these, right? And then non-marked seeds fail to germinate in A and B. I don't know. Maybe I'm making a leap, but
so my assumption would have been that the long seeds are the same seed whether they're marked or not, and it's just extra information on where to put them.
I don't think that's true.
But that just might not be true.
Yeah, I think that is just unfortunately untrue. I am going to use the memo function actually because it's helping me keep track of this stuff.
Is there anyone that we know right now for sure?
I think I'm pretty confident in saying that B is a marked long seed. Which let me just double check because I think we have 3. Yeah, we have 3 round and then 2 long. And we have the one. Yeah, so I think. Did I just say the striped one or the non-striped one?
Yeah, I don't like this.
They gave us like a word problem in math, except it's a logic problem, and I'm worse at that somehow.
Well, it's also I can't remember what these seeds are marked or unmarked. That's crazy.
Hey, memo function time.
Okay, here. We're gonna use external media. I'm going to open a Google Doc, and instead of you using the memo, which isn't helpful because you're drawing over the information.
No, I'm above the information this time.
You're now above the information this time. Ooh, a hot dog.
Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Put a little ketchup on it. It's a striped one, and then like one that's like half colored on. Yeah, that's perfect. That's beautiful. Long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids. They don't say which. Whatever. Round seeds in fluid B and fluid D fail to germinate. So these are not B. None of these are B or D. So B or D has to be one of these 2. So actually, I'm going to say C is the small one. Oh, so whatever. I'll stay on red. Non-marked seeds fail to germinate in fluid A or fluid B, so I think the hot dog is going to be B. How's your Google Doc going?
I was going to write down which seeds are what so that I could remember, and we're just not on the seed page anymore.
Oh, we're not? Do you want me to go back onto the...
Yeah, sure. Let's go back. Okay, so we have
a sort of striped sesame seed.
Long.
Yeah, striped long, and we have a a non-striped long, an unmarked long.
Non-striped long. Now you're calling that unmarked.
Yeah, it is unmarked.
This is what's confusing me. That's marked. It has a long seed marking on it.
Okay, look at the seeds themselves in like the model of the seeds.
Oh,
in
the
here.
model of the seeds.
Yeah, these
okay,
ones, like this is just
there.
a representation of what's in the thing, you know?
Okay, got it.
So we've got...
It's not about the label, it's about the
label is just to help us see the thing.
Okay. So we have a striped long, a non-striped long. We have a striped round.
We have a
non-striped
round. And then we have a black and white cookie.
Black and white round. Yeah. Okay.
Got him?
So there's 2 non-striped, or unmarked, and 3 marked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like...
Long seeds from...
Yeah, I feel pretty confident about the round unmarked being number C. Jesus. Letter C.
C is green?
C is green, yeah.
Okay.
And then the striped long, I think, would be B.
C, green, unmarked, round. What was the next one you said?
The long striped would be B.
Long striped B. Okay.
Voice of Flux says, I thought the C was blue. It depends on where you are. So I've seen the ocean look green before. Yeah, and that's all I've got right now is those 2. But that does help.
Okay.
Because now we've just got A, D, and E to figure out. So non-marked.
Right, so that means we have 1 unmarked and 1 marked.
Yeah.
And then so we have when the striped seeds are put into fluid D and fluid E. Oh wait, no, that's one. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A or fluid B.
Yeah.
So that means that we have D and E have to be...
Oh wait, I think
marked?
D would have to be the long unmarked, right?
D, where does it say that? Where'd you get that?
Well, because, okay, round seeds in fluid B and fluid D failed to germinate. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D and fluid E, only one of them failed to germinate.
Okay. So long E, long unmarked. So you got 3. So now we're only missing A and E.
That's right, that's a B. Yeah, and so, okay. A and E, okay. My guess would be...
So it's got to be marked for A. So is it marked round for A?
Not... Well, yeah, both of these are marked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so striped, when striped seeds are put into D and E, only one of them failed to germinate. So
I think this might be E. I might be making a jump of... Oh, no, because... Wait.
So I think it's that the striped one goes in E and the half and half goes in A.
Okay.
But that's just based on the last thing.
We can try
that
it.
Implies that
and
striped ones do better in...
This is like... Now we can flip-flop them if we feel incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, and I have to look at which one's which color.
I've got them.
Okay.
I've got everything written down.
I think it is just right to left,
Okay.
though. So, tell me, Keith. Where am I putting my half?
So
my
A
half and half?
is the half and half.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Okay. This is
Oh, great. This
much
is
handier. Okay.
Okay. B is the long stripe.
Okay. So that's already in place.
C is the unmarked round. D is the unmarked long, and E is the striped round. So it's all set.
Let's go!
Wow.
Our brains are so huge. Don't tell me how long that took.
This was the hardest puzzle. This was like 100% not made for me. Because I can't recall any of these shapes or markings.
Yeah. Thankfully, my cube score helps balance us out because I've got them all in there.
That's good.
No, it is, again, the memo function. I used it once and will never use it again.
On the DS,
Except for
I can
maybe
see how
stupid
it would
stuff.
be more helpful. They should have given you more colors.
Yeah, it is really useful for some puzzles, like, I didn't do it this time, obviously, but for like pipe puzzles and stuff, you can like use the memo function to draw over and like test out the pathway, which is useful. You did it, Sigma.
I think that on the PC, it's gonna usually be better to just have a Google Doc open if you need to take notes.
I agree. Thank you for helping with that.
Of course.
You know,
the only way I could help.
Hey, it was very helpful.
Yeah, it did end up helping.
You did it, Sigma. You've sown your seeds. Don't say that. Huh? Why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this. A Pokeball.
Or a Voltorb.
Oh, ooh, careful. Those will pop.
Those will pop.
There's a red capsule sitting in the hole. A small capsule. Half of it is red. It has some sort of metal protrusion. Okay, I thought they were going to say. Do I really have to hold on to all this shit? Do I need these seeds for something else?
The seeds must be for the gold file.
Maybe. Wait, that's the blend. We need to go dissect this frog now. At least that's my guess. The only other thing we've been given to do.
Well, the instructions for the roots when we got, or sorry, no, the instructions for the DNA thing said to use it with like roots and stuff.
You're right.
So we have the root to put in there.
Is that a cat playing with a ball of yarn? Are you even looking at it? It's a lion. How are you not kidding that? What? Sorry. It's a sort of tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of, well, you heard. The cat, him explaining the cat thing is always the exact same verbiage. It's his, I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Call me York. Everybody calls me that. It's just, it's his, he says it every time.
I don't know what
That's Deadly Premonition, a game that I have way too much fondness for. That's pretty weird.
I played the first hour
It's terrible.
or two of that game. I mean, people really love it.
It's got its charms, but to play it, it sucks ass. Oh, that is the damned ninth lion who ate the sun. Sorry, ninth. Huh? Why'd they put a speaker here? Yeah, remember it was written on the wall? To drain. What is wrong with you? Oh, I see you've got the frog there. Planning to take it out, I assume. You should probably pour the ethanol down the drain first. Okay. I'll just pour the froggy ethanol into the drain. And set the frog over here. Oh, sorry. LGV says, Keith Sylvie Deadly Premonition streams when? Never. Like, I don't need to play that game again. I watched Giant Bomb do it, and that's good enough for me.
I haven't done either.
Yeah, you're fine. Sigma, what are you going to do with the scalpel? Are you going to cut Lord Hoppington open? Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Hoppington. What are you freaking out about? It's dead.
She's so quirky.
That's not the point. I know. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kind of sad. Oh, for the love of... This frog is dead. It's an X-frog. Ugh, fine. I'll do it. Hey, well, I guess that saves me the trouble. Don't give him the knife. Huh?
Don't give him the knife.
Something came out of his stomach. A blue capsule? Not so silly now with my, oh, maybe we needed to cut it open. Sorry, Lord
No,
Hoppington.
definitely not.
Why? You left us too soon. Shut up. Shiny Voltorb? Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. That's all I had to say.
Okay. Is this the strange machine? Okay, no, that's not what we put the stuff in. Where's the... Okay, archive.
It's across the hall.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Is this the blend? This must be the blender.
Yeah.
Industrial strength lid. Okay, it is the blender. Open it up. It looks like a blender or something. I don't think you'd use it for cooking though. Maybe it's for scientific
I usually
experimentation.
wouldn't use any blender for cooking.
Yeah, you'd use it for baking.
You use it for blending.
Got him. Yeah, you should probably pulverize just about anything with something this heavy duty. This machine destroys everything. Okay, so...
I've seen those videos.
I love those videos. There's an old one with really good music that I like. Okay, time to throw this root in the mixer. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, it really squelched.
It was really wet.
It was really wet. That's a wet root.
All right, done. What do we need to do next? Is there anything in the DNA extraction? Okay, yeah. It's nice to be working with analog roots instead of digital roots for once. Add in a solution of saline water. Okay. I have that, I believe.
Damn, the saline solution is the solution to the DNA extraction puzzle.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Clover would be proud of us for both of those recent
Yeah.
jokes. I almost read this as there's a funeral above the beaker. There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it, eventually. Okay, looking good. Okay, what's the next step? The liquid will be filtered and drip down into a beaker. Once it is done so, pour ethanol into the beaker. Wait. Do we have ethanol? No. Oh, do I have to get it from the waste bin or whatever? Because they made a point of talking about the frog ethanol.
Oh yeah, the froggy ethanol.
Let's
didn't
go.
Care about.
I'm tapping my head. Feeling clever. Except I said that while the controls made me click on a thing we've done. All right. Next, I need to pour the ethanol into the beaker. Oh, Sigma should drink the frog juice.
It's good for you.
I guess this should do it. Yeah. Game away. Use an empty capsule to collect it, which I have a couple of. I'm gonna dip the protrusion on this capsule into the stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all. Green capsule. So use it. Okay. We could use it on something else if we have to. Why is every relationship always about what the guy wants, huh? Wait, what? I wonder if we could use it on anything else. Well, we will if we have to. Okay, no, I didn't miss a line. I've got needs too, you know. I mean, I'm the kind of girl who's totally devoted to her man, but that's a two-way street. What the hell are you talking about?
I have reason to believe that Clover has betrayed a man in the past.
What would make you say that?
I don't know.
Where's
just,
your evidence?
I guess I don't have any evidence.
In this timeline?
In this timeline, I have no evidence.
She never asked anybody in this timeline. Is this a microscope? I tried looking into the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, there's 4 holes on top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in them? Wait, Sigma, I think you've already got what we need. Are you waiting for something? No, I clicked it and then they gave me the dialogue. Sigma, come here. What's wrong? I can see something in here. What do you mean, something? Arrgh, just look. It's easier than explaining.
Ah!
What the heck is this? What the freaking crap?
Tag.
Probably a simplified
Cat.
version.
Cat.
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 We gotta make it say cat, 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 and then Sigma will meow. of a DNA sequence. A is adenine, G is guanine, C is cytosine, T is thymine. I think we can manipulate it. Yeah. It looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases. Bases? Yeah. DNA is made out of 4 bases. Adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine.
See, this is what I was looking for from the seeds and the liquid.
Yeah. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. These are called complementary base pairings. You sure know a lot about this stuff. I guess so. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. Give it a shot.
I spent a lot of time on Reddit.
He freaking loves science.
I freaking love science. I'm always reading about science.
Each A is connected to a T and each G is connected to a C. Okay. Move each row sideways until the letters match up. Man, I said that and then I forgot. It's which letter to which?
A, T, and C, and G.
Okay. Wait a minute. Some of these don't. Oh, they're connected weird. Because I'm just clicking this.
Damn, they connected them weird?
Yeah, they connected them weird. Like, I don't... Okay, anyway. I forgot which... It's G and C, and then A and T.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can remember it because you always want to go where the Gamecube is at.
Yo, that's true. That is true. You got me. I don't know what methodology I'm going to use for this. I also don't know. I guess these probably connect the bottom and top would be my guess.
Yeah.
Wow. I wish this was like the seed puzzle. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit retry on this just to get it back to default.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I guess there's like some of them are longer than other ones. That might be a hint.
It's longer when they're correct. They touch.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll buy that. Yo, you're right. You can see them popping up. AT, okay. Oh. Wait, did I just do it?
That's so close. No, we're missing 2 at the top.
Okay. No. I'm just trying to like see which, like, because if I'm moving another row, it should still line up, right?
Okay. Yes.
No. Oh. What did I do?
That's all. That one was way wrong.
I fucked it all up. There we go.
There we go, except for 2 still.
Except for these 2 up here that are driving me insane.
I think that we've got to rotate.
Oh, fuck. I thought that was going to work. Sorry, which one do we... I tried to get it back to where we were. What do I want to rotate?
Sorry, so we want to put the pink G
Up.
Where the at the very top,
Yeah.
the misaligned one, where the blue C is.
But the problem is when I move each of these, like,
Yeah,
they move another one.
So, but I think that then we have to just resolve the puzzle without moving the top row again.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
We've got to get it back to where that we were missing 2.
I'm back to missing 2, but they're a different 2.
Okay, now I don't know how to help you. Before I knew. I think I knew anyway.
Pah! Sorry. Sometimes I just like to play with things, and this is a problem I have. What
right.
can figure... Okay. I've completely fucked this.
The top pink G, 2
Yeah.
spaces. I think it was 2 spaces over.
Here.
No, that's the wrong pink G. The even more top one.
There?
No. There's one more pink G that's even more top.
Oh my god,
than
you're
the
right.
One that you're moving.
Over 2, you said?
Yeah, I think it was 2. And now I think you have to solve the puzzle without touching the top row at all.
The very top row.
Yeah, the very top row.
That looks right for the top column. There's the only way to move this top row here is when it's locked with this one.
But we can move the bottom one, right? Just the bottom one.
Yeah.
Because if you move that G to the C to the left, then it'll touch with it. At least a couple of them will touch.
Yeah, but I think the problem is we need to have an A on the left here underneath. Because I think they all need... Or am I wrong about that?
No, they definitely all need to touch.
Yeah.
Can we move... So the bottom middle, can we get that one 2 to the right? Right there, yeah.
Okay. Right, okay. Now we're back to a familiar spot.
Okay.
So we just need to get... We need these to switch, basically. Oh.
There it is. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Just like we drew it up. Ha!
Yeah.
Did it.
Now that's the kind of one that I'm good at.
I'm glad you're here. Otherwise, it would just be me. Like, whenever I get to a puzzle like that, I feel like, you know, in Zoolander, when they're like, the file folder is inside the computer. That's kind of how I feel.
It took longer to get you to see the topmost pink G than it did to actually solve the puzzle.
It's fine. It's fine. Good job, Sigma. That was awesome. You want a treat? I'm not hungry. You're turkey. What in the hell? Stop screwing off. We have time for that. We don't have time for that.
Stop screwing off.
Stop screwing off.
Hey, stop screwing off over there.
Now get over here and look at this. Huh. There's something on it. This is the safe password. Perfect. This is just what we need. Yeah. Now we can get in the safe. Can I be real?
Anyways, Zoolander rules. That's an amazing movie.
Yeah, it's very funny. I love David
it's
Duchovny's
really
bit in it.
Yeah, it's the hand model.
Yeah.
In the the hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah. It's a good bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just make a decision now and say I don't want to do the other puzzle solution for this room.
Sure. I bet that we have to grind up the seeds. That's my guess.
I mean, we could give it a shot.
Because we still have them in the inventory, right?
Yeah, we do. We're gonna use those seeds in the mixer? Yeah, you think I shouldn't? No, I just mean... Don't you think you should put all of them in? You mean all 5 different types of seeds? Yeah.
I think that's a confirmation that that's...
Okay, let's do it then.
Do.
All right, done. And it's saline. Funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid came out. Oh, it's pee.
Pee, yeah, mid pee. 5 seeds make pee.
Gross.
All right, bottoms up.
Hey, Dio, drink this. We have not read a lot of the files from the alternate puzzle solutions because I think we got worried about like spoilers and stuff. We could look at some of those if you want.
Yeah. Actually, I think we've missed the last few.
We have missed a few. It is a pee we stored in the ball, huh? The screen changed. Oh, thank God. Thank God. It just gives me it. You put in the yellow capsule, right? I think it reacted to that. What? Dunno. But I was just thinking. Thinking what? Well, that we just put... that thing we just put in had plant DNA in it, right? Maybe that caused this. Anyway, let's go have a look. It's different now. The shapes are in different places. Okay, cool. Just like the one in the AB room I saw one in the infirmary too. If you punch in the right password, it'll open up. At least it should. This was what? Star... What was it? Star, moon. You did it. Gold file.
Sick.
And the other one is moon or sun, moon, sun. Okay. Sun, moon, sun. Aha! It opened. Oh, there's Excelivir in there. Okay, what we got here first is a map. It has floor B. The one I found in the infirmary said floor A. So did the one from the lounge. Then that would make floor A the top floor, right? I mean, we rode the elevator down to... I swear we had this exact conversation like 4 times. Yeah, I guess so. All right, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are the Ambidex keys, the key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it.
Huh.
Then these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. Looks like they gave us 2, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo. I'll hang on to one. Cool? Yeah, sure, fine. Next up.
No, not cool.
Not
actually.
cool. You don't get a vote anymore. We got a notebook. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian? They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else have we got here? It looks like 2 more things. Is that medicine? What's it say on the label? Axelavir. Exceliver? Axlever? Wait, didn't Luna say something about Excelivir? You're right. This is it. This is Excelivir. It's the cure for Radical 6. Whoa, hold on. Let me see that. Later. We need to get out of here as quickly as possible. I'm not trusting you, Dio, with any of this shit. Yeah, we need to get this stuff to Quark. First, we gotta get out of this room.
There's no time to grab this key from right here in front of us.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's easy.
You're kidding me?
You got it, right? I do think it's really funny that, like, the first thing they took was the piece of paper that was under everything.
Yeah.
And then ignored the big bottle until, like, basically the end.
It's the longest it's ever taken 3 people to identify a small pile of objects.
You know, I'm glad that they got a record for something. We found this key in the
It's like
safe.
pulling teeth to get them to use knowledge that they've learned in this game about, like, using knowledge that you've learned.
To be fair, they did inhale a bunch of that sleepy gas, so maybe it's just, you know,
Yeah.
it's a side effect.
And no one more than Clover.
Yeah. This is her third time around.
Yeah.
And this key in the safe. It should open the exit. Oh, I didn't. There we go. Yeah, let's go. No, wait, that's where we came in, I think. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? Yeah, let's do it. Just get over with. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bing bong. You found it.
You found it.
I'm so glad.
Hey, hold on a minute. There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
He wants to eat some of the seeds.
And the frog.
And that's the other thing he wants to check. He wants to drink the pee. Yeah.
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we?
He has a good point.
I was just wondering what it was.
Sorry, I forgot to read the yeah because I was yawning. I was just wondering what it was. Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side here. There's a name or something. IG Replicator.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah. Probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Instagram.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Sure, Clover. Of course. This machine must be here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that?
Oh
In other words, an IG. Damn. You know some 50-year-old on Facebook has used that. Oh, you're an IG model? Oh, an idiotic girl? Yeah, no, that I can see a guy with the fucking
this game has been dying to call a girl stupid for 18 hours.
Yeah, and they've been calling her it as many times as they can.
Oh, good one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes. There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
Yeah, sure, man. You care so much. He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
Walks back to the Ambidex room, like voting booths, and throws his backpack on the ground all sad.
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right?
Yeah?
The vial. Could you show it to me again?
Why?
I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Accelavir?
Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See, it's written right here, there on the label.
It looks like it tastes really good.
Yeah, it does.
You really are an idiot.
Huh?
Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
Wow.
No! It got turned around on us by Dio!
By Dio of all people.
Hey, look, you can't spell idiotic without Dio.
No! Get his ass. Sorry, I tried to move away from the microphone while I yelled that. I hope it wasn't too loud for people.
No, it wasn't. It was
Okay,
fun.
good. The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand.
Whoa, he's got skills.
Hey, what gives? Yeah, it's because of all his circus time.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I entered what I call circus time.
Oh my god. It's what I call it when I listen to the latest episode of Realis on the Friends of the Table feed. Circus Time. Circus Time is like, it's Hisoka's version of Emperor Time.
Yeah.
Oh, Dio slipped the file quickly into his
By the way,
coat.
there's already a second episode of fucking Realis out.
Yeah, I'm
for
excited to
anybody
listen to
who's-
it after this.
I didn't notice until this morning when I was on the Patreon that there was a second episode that dropped. So if you haven't listened to Realis yet, you can go to friendsoftheTable.cash, listen to Realis.
Yeah, do it.
New patron season of Friends of the Table.
It's fantastic.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe.
That is not a reassuring delivery on that line.
Yeah.
I'll even give it back to you later.
No,
He
not
wants to use
later.
the idiotic guy machine to copy it.
Probably. Give it back now.
I don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I would punch him.
If you want this back,
She
the
loves
next
hearing about
AB game,
requests.
you have to choose ally.
Ally. Wait, is that why you took the medicine? To blackmail me?
That's horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I
We're
say.
betraying this guy, right?
You know, my instinct is to not betray anybody.
I know.
If there's one person to betray first, it would be Dio. But I'm a man of principles.
Okay. We can figure it out when we're in the room.
Yeah. We'll see how this plays out.
I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I'd curled my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you.
You have a scalpel.
You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket.
Yeah, I would definitely kill Dio before voting betray.
Yeah, I think they're both reasonable.
I think that they're both reasonable.
Yeah. He patted his pocket.
I think that it's okay to kill someone who's threatening to destroy life-saving medicine.
Yeah. I don't think that's controversial.
I don't think that's controversial.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Damn it.
That's not fair!
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick ally?
Fine, I promise.
Sigma!
I hate this guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew you'd
I
say
really
it eventually.
genuinely, I think that it's a plot hole that we can't threaten him with the knife. We
Yeah.
have a knife.
I'm glad you understand how this works.
Wait, does he have it still? Because he dissected the frog.
I thought it was in our inventory when we put the seeds away.
I think it was out of our inventory after.
Yeah, maybe they have to take it out of your hands
Yeah.
in order to make this make sense.
I wouldn't be shocked.
But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and, well, you know what happens.
Damn, I don't know if Sigma can stop being funny.
Yeah, I mean, his jokes are always so good. I can't believe you're making me pause my humor. That's the type of thing he'd say. But pause is like PAWS. I'm flailing here. I'm gonna click.
See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
Apparently Hisoka's VA is in the next game.
That's funny.
With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room. See, Phlogistic in chat quotes our
Are you
King
really
Santa
going to do what
with
he
any of you
says?
chumps speak Japanese?
Dio is one of my favorite, least favorite archetypes, which is evil manipulator character who is so proud of being an evil manipulator that they're telling everyone all the time, by the way, I'm manipulating you.
Yeah. It's
This is one of the big problems, one of the early problems with Metaphor ReFantasio for me, a game that I hated almost every minute of, start to finish.
yeah.
Fucking Lewis comes up and is like,
he is the most like mustache twirler villain ever.
he's like, I'm here. He announces to the public, basically, I'm here to get everyone on my side by tricking you all and being evil to you.
You'd think it wouldn't work, but then I do look at the
Then it
state of
works,
world
because when
politics.
Well, it says something that game is written more sloppily than real life is.
Damn. I'm still playing through it, and I'm fine with it, so I don't really have much to say.
It's fine. It's okay.
Are you really gonna do what he says? Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got one BP right now. If we choose ally and he chooses betray...
I know. I'll drop to -1, and that means I'll get penalized.
But that means...
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will...
So you're going to die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
I bet this unlocked a lock for us, though.
I 100% agree. Because,
Wasn't there like a lock that was like, is there any more Excelivir anywhere?
yeah, totally.
I feel like there was. I don't know. We'll keep rolling for now. In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response.
I would just, like, secretly tell Kay and have Kay restrain Dio.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
Agree. Warehouse A.
Oh, I wish there were some more doors to open.
Me too. It builds so much tension. It definitely doesn't feel like a masked loading screen.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Normally they go to the
45
map
minutes
screen and navigate us back that way. Maybe they
until
did want it to
ambidex
feel like we were
game
like
polling
running down the
closes.
halls.
Yeah, maybe it's supposed to be like Sigma, like to get you in the mindset of Sigma thinking
Yeah.
over his fate or whatever. I don't know.
Sorry. I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned, and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, I'm really looking forward to the next round.
Erg. They glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back, as was Phi. 2 Milkmen go comedy, and of course Clover. Where's Temyoji and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
I see.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh?
Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
A laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Excelavir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here.
Oh, this was so long ago. I'm glad they reminded us.
I
Yeah,
hear
thank
one
God.
word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Just nod your head. Just nod your head. He doesn't hear a word of it. It's a loophole. That'll work. My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? Fi only shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Some flavor.
Yeah,
Where does that leave us?
she's piloting
I think they
Kay,
practiced.
is what they're foreshadowing there. Yeah, the room they went into was the swimming pool, and they were doing a synchronized swimming routine the whole time.
We still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice Kay and Temioji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelavir hidden somewhere in there.
Gah. What a bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. And this is where you tell somebody after Dio leaves.
Right.
Okay then. Guess we should be going too.
Hold on. Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. He wouldn't tell me anything about the lab except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language.
Wow.
You said
Wow.
you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
It's almost definitely in Latin, to answer the question in chat. Of course,
no, Dio would immediately recognize Latin and would claim to speak some Latin.
You're getting the type of Redditor he is mixed up with the type of Redditor Fi is, I think. Because Fi is the Latin Redditor.
Every Redditor that is like Dio thinks that they are like Fi.
You have a good point. You make a very good point. Yeah, one sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Fi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log. It's not going to be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little of it. Most
Really good
conjunctions
read
and
on
things
that,
like
honestly.
It was nice kind of stuff.
But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Fi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes.
Hey,
It looks like a
what's
person.
the
I can
digital
tell you the
root
page numbers,
of
too.
216?
It's not.
It sure is. What's it say?
Don't rush me. This is gonna take a
Just
minute.
don't rush me.
Weird for it to say that. Dot.
Interesting.
They really made me hit that 6
All right,
times.
I
Like
think I got
6
it.
times,
Wow.
8 times?
It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a 1-to-1 basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 1/6? Is that what that's supposed to read as? Or, yeah, I think so.
I think it's the square root of 1/6.
Oh, sure. Or approximately 1 to 0.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or the square root of 6 seconds, have passed outside. In other words, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, a patient infected with Radical 6 would feel as if only 4 seconds had passed. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6.
That's insane.
Sure.
That's a stupid reason to call it that.
Yeah. Radical is another term. Fuck. Radical is another term for what is known as the root operation, the function inverse to the taking of a power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is as yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task.
So you're saying that listening to a podcast at 2x speed makes me want to commit suicide?
That sounds about right for me. I hate doing that. I've only ever done it when I've had to back when I had to edit stuff, and then even then I was like, oh, I hate this.
Yeah.
It's bad. Good for people who do enjoy it, I guess, but no, I'm not.
I would say neutral for people who enjoy it.
Neutral for people who enjoy it. Yeah, sure.
And then neutral to you.
And neutral to you as well. And also with you. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Oh wait, did I read that first sentence? I don't know if I did. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope...
pre-Excelsior journal.
Yeah. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we have been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I have continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long.
That's too long.
Woo. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day, I see more crows, and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet.
That's nice.
Yeah. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful.
Red herring.
Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Red herring?
Yeah, we appear to be locked underground in a government facility, but I don't believe that that's true.
Okay. Yeah, they did sort of point towards that with the Tenmyoji route we did, right?
I think that they did, yeah.
Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. Whoa, that's a lot of information. He should have gone, whoa, TMI. But that's just me. I'm just punching up a little bit. You know, just make him a little sassier and sillier. Maybe get Chris Pratt to voice him or something.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
He's underutilized.
I think so too. And he's such a talent. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
There are 2 other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written? I mean, from what we know now, there's a drug called Excelavir that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting confused.
I'll say this. Has there ever been since the... No, I guess that's not true. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
I take it back. I take back what I didn't say.
You are forgiven for whatever you didn't say.
Thank you.
When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not.
No, because
Anyway,
December 29th is the
on.
very end of the year.
Yeah. It's been at least a few days after that.
The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities?
And
But
since
this
they believe
journal
that, it's
seems to
definitely
suggest
not
the
true.
The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters. Which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected, right?
Then maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here
Like
for a
the
long
puzzles.
time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
Now this I believe. I believe that.
This you're on the you're on the side of Phi's theory here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is what was implied by Tenmyoji knowing something about Radical 6. No one else had heard of it. And Tenmyoji's
True.
like, what do you, like, Radical 6 has ravaged the Earth. What are you talking about?
I'm stroking my chin in contemplation. And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up?
Right. It's all just
There's only one other
speculation, but-
alternative.
Which is?
They've sent everyone back in time.
What?
They've sent them back in time to a time before Radical 6.
Oh, okay. Who's them? The people in the vault? Or in the...
Yes.
Sorry, I said vault because I keep thinking about how this sounds like a Fallout shelter situation.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they're in the vault.
Yep.
And
Walton Goggins is there. Actually,
Yeah.
no, he's outside, I think. I didn't watch that show. I don't
yeah,
like
me neither. I
Fallout.
think he's outside.
Anyway, sorry.
People liked it, but I don't trust anyone's opinion on television.
I just don't want to watch a video game adaptation.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm a snob about that shit. I just don't think it's very interesting.
And so if they were set back in time, they would have to figure out how to like erase their memory from knowing about Radical 6. But then why would Temioji know? So I guess that doesn't make sense. But it definitely feels like they could erase people's memory. That seems like that's already happening.
That's within the realm of possibility. I mean, like, Kay doesn't have any memories, right?
Right. Yeah. And I think we're back into the realm of robots and clones, which is a very early theory of mine.
I love being in the realm of robots and clones.
Yes.
It's a great place to be.
Welcome to the realm of robots and clones.
I love it. Not if Bumblebee in chat says it's called Star Wars. It's true. Sigma, the extra vowel in there. That's how the clones work in those books, right? I think I remember that from AMCA. They got the extra vowel because they have clones have a speech impediment.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Right. It's all just okay. I'm gonna get back to this because I like you laying out your theories. It's one of my favorite parts of these streams, honestly. It's all just speculation, but
if they sent them back in time, it would make sense to bring them to the moon, which is another of my early theories, because it's the only way to ensure that they don't get infected with Radical 6. Now, of course, something somewhere went wrong because Quark was infected with Radical 6. But it makes sense why they would be on the moon in order to prevent them from actually accidentally catching it. Sorry, that's the end of my theories.
I think that I think I follow.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't make sense, is what Sigma says to Phi, not to your theories. I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have known to put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the nonary game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
Yeah, pipes.
We
And
don't
Two
have enough
Milkmen Go
information
Comedy.
to make any real
Two
conclusions.
Milkmen do go comedy.
I think we should see if we can find anything else.
Phi had barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door.
Weird
Hey, weren't you
behavior.
coming to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that... she was gone.
True Tomorrow says, let's be real, a murder game is a pretty weird way of doing anything. It's even a weird way of doing murder.
Yeah, you're right. Just, like, cut out the middleman and just go for it.
Just go for it. Just do the murder.
Yeah. Man. I let out a long, tired sigh and started off toward the infirmary. I'm glad we're getting some, like, meaty plot stuff pretty regularly in these streams now, though.
Yeah.
The first few were so front-loaded with, like, mechanic
Describing
stuff.
literally everything.
Yeah, it is so nice that we're just in the flow of it.
Aid.
How's he doing?
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
This angle makes him look so weird.
It does. I made my way around. Oh. Go ahead.
He looks like E.T. Have I said that already? He
You
looks
might
like
have said that
E.T..
already. He does.
He
Get
looks
this
like
boy
if you
in a
opened
bike
his eyes,
basket.
they'd be enormous. He also sort of looks like Bobbity from the Boo Saga.
Oh
in
my
Dragon
god,
Ball
you're
Z.
right. Holy fuck. Wait, hold on, let me do the Majin symbol. I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Phi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment, the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake, mine and Quark's. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to... Sorry, the phrasing really got me. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Excelivir. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I would end up dead.
How many points does Dio have right now?
I don't know.
Because
5, I think?
With enough points, there's no incentive for him to betray.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think he is just an asshole. So I think he would just pick it regardless.
Yeah.
The question was then, what to do? Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa. Grandpa.
Uh-oh. He shifted a little, then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I have even considered letting a child die in my place? Suddenly, my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
Damn. Are they going to give you a choice?
I think they do because I know how the thing looks. However,
closes.
I don't know.
They may give you they may take away your choice and lock off the other choice until you make that choice, and then they let you go back and change it.
Who can
It would be
say?
odd, but to like have that thing of like there's only one choice, there's only ever been one choice.
Yeah, and then still just have you do it.
And
I
then
don't know.
still just let you do it is weird.
I feel like they've done similarly before, though. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think we're gonna pick ally just because it feels like I would suck all the air out of the momentum, or all the momentum out of what he's been saying if I was just like, okay, betray. Fuck that kid. 10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back.
What about you?
Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you gonna do if Kay and Alice vote betray?
Nothing, I suppose.
They would never do
Just
that.
means I lost that round. Die, I guess.
Yeah, Alice would never betray anybody.
I'd just be voting ally
Come on,
anyway.
Kay?
Oh, Alice also only has 1 point, so Temyoji probably wouldn't betray anyway.
You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has 1 BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, a killer. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind. You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Yeah, the real solution is to just never let anyone go into an AB room.
You've got a point.
Everyone agrees to not go in. It takes out literally all of the uncertainty. Everyone allies all the time, and then they get out simultaneously.
Yeah, you just keep like scanning it so the door is open, but then you don't go in.
Mm-hmm.
Tenmyoji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. All right, take care of Quark.
Of course.
Oh,
You worry about yourself.
let's go.
Okay.
Oh, the chat is saying that if no one votes, everyone dies.
Oh, okay, sure. Then you just have a designated voter. I don't know. There's solutions here. Just vote ally. Luna and I had I think the point is that if Keith and I were here, it would go down different.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to say.
Oh, all it takes is someone to go, look, as long as we all vote ally, we get out in 2 rounds. All of us together.
Yeah.
2 rounds.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. There's like literally not even a benefit to choosing betray because
The point
I
differential.
think you still need 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Either way, you get 2 rounds.
It's if any of these people knew how to do math, this would have gone so differently.
Yeah.
Leaving Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's Dio?
Take a look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in here before, the one on the far right was open. Of course Dio's in the far right booth.
Yeah.
And that would mean...
That he went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That bastard. He'd probably been worried I might try and take the Excelavir from him by force, so he'd hidden himself in the AB room. What a coward. I'd made up my mind to choose ally no matter what, but a part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now he'd made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
Luna explained Tenmyoji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes ally, I can't choose betray. If I do, K's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
Ha ha ha.
Really good read on that.
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Oh my god. What a fruity pose.
He should just offer to stay out of the AB room.
Yeah. Again, people really need to realize that there's another way to prove your allegiance.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Oh, okay. Well, fine.
Thank you, Fi.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Okay.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly toward the AB room as if he simply hadn't heard Phi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Tanger says, has Kay ever betrayed someone? I think Kay has betrayed once, either with Clover I think Clover
was with
and Kay
Clover.
betrayed Tenmyoji.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you are. You're right. Because Tenmyoji was sad about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine, I guess.
I guess you
I get
don't
it.
you don't trust me yet, but I get it.
I understand.
I love doing Grandpa voice.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off at a trot toward the second room from the right and were soon out of sight inside it. All right, Clover, time for us to go.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
I sighed myself and headed toward the leftmost AB room. All right. We know what we're doing here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're saving that kid.
We're
What are you
saving
gonna
that
do?
kid.
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose ally.
You can't! You'll die!
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick betray.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way!
She's so happy about it, though.
Yeah.
He's got 6 BP right now.
That is a good point.
If he picks betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you?
Huh?
You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chose ally and we choose betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up.
The thing is, she has a reason to stay because she's, like, connected to a person here. Dio isn't. Like, the logic doesn't always follow through.
I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am.
Wow.
The only choice is ally. It's the only...
Sigma's really a beautiful person.
I don't know why, but you saying that really got me. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Excelavir, even if you do what he says?
That's a good point. Maybe he won't, but I can't guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick betray. But I can I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the voting machine. What? No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength.
Ow!
Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, I guess you're the one who tried to trick me. Oh, well, you're the one who tried to trick me. Why'd I say I guess? I don't know.
I don't know.
IG is on my mind. And you know what? You can't spell Sigma without IG. Much like you can't spell idiot without Dio.
But you're gonna die. Dio's going to kill you. You can't do this. I don't want you to die.
Aw.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Are we allying?
I believe so.
All right. Vote has been recorded.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Clover and I stepped out of the AB room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed toward the results screen.
Sigma.
She's still smiling, though, but in spite of it all.
In spite of it all.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking.
I believe the Dio allied.
Whoa, wait!
Damn.
Dio's not... So did Kay. Kay and Alice hit Betray, too.
Damn.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What?
Hey, we got an ending.
Yeah, we sure did.
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. You should tell them about the Excelivir before you die, dude.
Well, Clover can.
I guess. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil.
Soapy B.
Soapy B. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead, not sheets off lead. My bad.
Barely get these sheets off this lead.
My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn it. You'll keep your promise, god damn it. I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then, at last... The smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back? Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excelivir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now you... I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excelivir. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried that I might drop it. The label, unmistakably, said Excelivir. It was the real thing. Whoa, Clover, take it.
Well, what is that?
I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be alright. With the last of my strength left me, and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
It's really funny when they just say his name. I guess this is it.
First is the Soparil, which put you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the Soparil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? Heh. I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end.
You should tell them to beat Dio to death.
I agree. You can do that. Okay, Sigma, you can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had, I racked my brain for any possible solutions.
Arm cut off.
How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. Is this another... Did we not get an ending?
Holy shit.
Let's go!
Crazy.
I love being right. All right. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's unlocked now.
That's the ending.
God damn it. I want to open the thing, but it's making me watch this first. We're really good at finding locks. Phlogistic says y'all are so good at finding locks. I'm gonna look at it that way, where it's we are skilled here.
Yeah.
I think this one unlocked too. There isn't enough antiviral medication. But let's do this one first, lock number 2.
You don't want to do the ending last?
My thing is that we've been going for 2.5 hours, and I have to get started on making dinner in a little while.
Sure.
So I was thinking...
Oh, wait, there's a third one down there.
We're down here?
Down at the very, towards the right, next to the skull.
I think we already did this one. That's the Latin one. Remember?
Oh, okay.
The Jupiter can't change his own mistakes or whatever. We could do this. We might have time to do both. Oh my god, I did it again. My expectation, though, is that this might go for a little while.
Yeah, I kind of was just assuming that it was going to unlock and then we would just be able to see what the new information that it let us pass was and then bounce out.
We could do that. But
I think it's probably better because there is so much left on that one, probably just to do it all in one go.
Yeah, that can be, maybe that's the plan for next time as we go through that.
Yeah.
I'm also just very curious about this. I do wish to jump. Alice! The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It felt as if I'd walked straight into a brick wall.
Oh, this is where it takes him 9.5 minutes to see the knife?
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. It felt as if I'd walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. I guess we can skip this stuff that we read before, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. I don't know how much. Do you want me to do that, Keith? How you doing? How you thinking?
There was a lot of describing Alice being dead
Yeah.
that I don't necessarily need.
Let's go then. Let's put on the boosters.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's an accident, and then right. There we go. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually could develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. Yeah, right. There is a whole scene of Clover like asking for proof it's not murder, and then also just accusing a ton of people, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right, yeah.
Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life.
What?
Got an achievement. I can't believe it's not murder. What? No.
No, there's no way she'd do that.
There's a murderin'.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. No, there's no way she'd do that. It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with the scalpel.
All right. Where'd she get the scalpel then?
Well,
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AB game ended.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes. I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
so she could have taken the scalpel then.
Yes, I think so.
You're lying. This is all a lie. It has to be.
It's not. It's the truth.
Then why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her.
But you just said she killed herself. Just tell me the truth. Then prove
I am.
it. Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago. So if you don't have any proof...
I do! I have proof. There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Ah, well, Alice would have it then.
Well... Fi, can you... I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look?
Sure.
I loves touching dead women's bodies.
I'd believe that. Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. There it was. The journal. Fi turned it to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. When she looked back up at me, it was with both suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it is Latin. But translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely understand any of this.
Page 216.
Huh?
Turn to page 216. You should be able to read that one. Fi's frown disappeared, but she did as I'd suggested. Oh, frown deepened, sorry. I watched her... How did I do that? I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know? No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I just knew.
Zero senior.
You just knew? Come on.
Look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Phi began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal. Radical 6 reduces the processing speed of the brain by a factor of the root of 1/6. One of the symptoms of Radical 6 infection is an overwhelming urge to commit suicide. Research has shown that it would probably respond to the right sort of antiviral medication, but no one has been able to develop one yet. Nearby towns are filled with the corpses of people who took their own lives. The uninfected have only barely managed to survive and have been sent into underground shelters supervised by the government.
Oh Lord, please. Let their future be a bright one.
Phi shut the journal with a soft slap. Why'd you, don't slap it. Be nice to the journal.
Soft slap?
Yeah. It's sort of like one of those when football players tap each other on the butt, like a good game sort of thing.
Yeah. Good game, journal.
Good game, journal. A sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Tamioji, and now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. Well... All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated and she collapsed to the floor, tears pouring down her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long moments, the only sound in the room was Clover's sobs.
We've got a problem. It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
Yeah, only 10 minutes left.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's bracelet. Phi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
So she was a magenta pear, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did ya?
As he spoke, Dio grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pocket.
What color is
we
your
should just
bracelet,
keep
Will?
letting Dio do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
and no
really.
one should try to stop him.
No one should ever be like, well, hey, hold on.
Evil.
The guy who's basically tenting his fingers in every scene and going, mwahaha, we should just let him do whatever he likes.
I'm a cyan pear.
You are part of Clover's pair, then. That means the two of you will need to come with me.
I guess so. Come on now, Clover.
Oh, sorry. I skipped her saying we need to go by accident.
Alice would want you to survive, wouldn't she? You'll never be able to figure out why all this happened if you stay here. Please. You're right. Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you. I'll figure out who Zero really is. I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have... This never would have happened. So it's like Zero killed you. I promise. I'll avenge you.
Clover stood up and rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears across her cheeks. Then, with a determined frown, she strode out of the room. We have never seen her frown once in this game.
A couple times there's been a weird something sort of like a frown.
All right, we're out of time.
But most of the time, it's upside down.
Move, people.
You guys head on down to the Floor B warehouse. We'll catch up with you later.
Oh, right. Quark's got the yellow bracelet, which makes him your partner, right?
Yeah. Can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we'd end up stuck in the AB room.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go. We'll see the rest of you once we've picked up Quark.
Very well. Until we meet again.
Quark, you're awake!
Yeah, I just woke up. Hey, Where's everybody else?
Oh, God. Quark.
Oh, right. He got the Excelivir in this timeline. I was like, you should be scared. Temioji's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder, almost as if he were afraid Quark would disappear in a puff of smoke the moment he was touched. When Quark proved to indeed be corporeal, Temioji let out a cry and threw his arms around him. Aww. Aww.
What's wrong? Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing.
Oh, Peepaw.
Nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
But...
Quark gave him a puzzled look. Temioji didn't even notice. His face was a mixture of happiness and relief. I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All traces of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Temioji deserved a few minutes. I left them alone. At last, Temioji seemed to recover and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around the shoulder.
So, how are you feeling?
Feeling? Well, okay, I guess. Was I sick or something?
No. You're not sick. If you feel fine, then you're fine.
Ain't that the truth? I'll drink to that, brother.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I should never have gotten you involved in all this.
What are you apologizing for?
Sorry.
You're doing it again. Are you sure you're okay? So, where's everybody else? Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kind of silly.
Get his ass. Wow. Brutalized by this small child. I gave him a nervous smile and explained about the white doors. I got the feeling Temioji didn't want Quark to know about Radical 6, so I avoided any mention of it. Alice's death was something I also left for later.
Okay, that makes sense. That means I'm on a team with you guys, right?
Right.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
Well, we've got about 4 minutes until the primary doors open.
Oh, that's not good. We need to hurry, come on!
I like Quark.
How do we get to the Floor B warehouse?
Yeah.
Just like a normal kid. Ah, that's not good.
Okay, we're going.
I also like when he says shit about when he reveals his grandpa's secret, like his tapes. Follow me. Hey, here are those more door animations you were asking for.
Yeah.
Ask and you shall receive.
Really gives us a sense of place.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late. Where the hell have you been? Quark?
You're awake!
And fully recovered, apparently.
I am also relieved to see you well again.
And he
Me
got his
too.
hat back.
Yeah, his headlights are on.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
It's so funny that no one has mentioned the hat. At all.
I love. That's just how fashion is in the year 2028 or whatever. I looked out at the others from behind Quark and held a warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentarily raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing as everyone suddenly fell silent.
Huh?
From a Quark's perspective, it must have seemed especially odd.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't tell him.
There isn't any time left. We need to hurry.
But there are 3 doors.
And they're down.
Dude, that was barely a joke.
Yeah.
Which team goes in which door?
All of the doors are identical for this round.
If you thought that joke was funny, you must have your third eye blind.
Nice. You saved it. Thank you. All the doors are identical for this
I
round.
believe it doesn't matter which team uses which door.
Then we're taking the one in the middle.
Why that one?
You want a kill shot, you aim for the center. You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
That logic is flawed and more than slightly disturbing. Unfortunately, I don't really have a counter-argument, so center door it is.
I suppose we could go with the one on the left. Is that okay? I mean, we could go with the other one if you want.
Kay and Clover only nodded.
Well, there's only one left.
The door on the right.
Any objections? All right, let's move.
30 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Hurry it up, Phi. This thing's gonna close.
I know.
It's time we were going as well.
Right. Sure.
Come on, guys. There's no time to waste.
Right behind you.
Let's go.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Okay.
Hey, it's the cat playing with the ball of yarn again.
Yeah. What is this place?
Probably the office of whoever it is that's running this place.
It said director's office on the door.
So this might be Zero Senior's office.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Well, which is it?
Why the hell would I know?
We should look around. If this really is Zero Senior's room, there might be some clues.
Yeah, you got a point. Let's get started then.
I freaking love clues.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, call me Scooby-Doo the way I'm always looking for clues. Wait, call me Shaggy the way I'm always looking for clues with my dog. Hey, I saved it.
And you saved it.
I did say, and I saved it. I think I'm gonna have to call it there for the day.
Sure, and we'll finish. We'll do this puzzle next time.
Yeah, we'll do this puzzle. Probably finish that route. Maybe get an actual ending. Who can
maybe
say?
Get an actual ending.
Maybe.
I'm no longer convinced.
There might be another lock. It's
audacious.
The reveal that we didn't get an ending when Sigma's literally on his deathbed is so funny.
Think. There must be some way to not be stabbed in the arm with the bracelet thing.
Yeah, I mean, the chat had a lot of suggestions. You know, use a tourniquet, cut it off. But clearly, we gotta have someone say that to him.
I mean, we've been saying cut off the bracelets
since the first game.
Well, in the first one, I think that there was a problem where they said that there was a bomb in your stomach.
Yes,
which
that is
ended up
correct.
not being true. Is that right?
I think it was only true for the one guy.
Right. But I think that, well, we didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't know that at the time.
But for this whole game, we've been saying, just cut it. It just injects you, cut it off.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's tough. But
oh, it'd suck, but you should still do it.
Right. Get a dose of Soapy B, and then you go, well, I guess I have to lose my arm now.
Yeah, he's already dosed with Soapy B.
Right. He's pre-anesthetized.
Yeah, you have a 9-minute window.
And we've got a doctor there. Or something. Whatever Luna is.
Luna, she's got a medical license, you know?
Right.
Before we go, just want to say, as always, if you want to support us, go to friendsofthetable.cash. Realis is live. It's up there. You can hear it.
It's up there. Yeah. And you should go hear it.
You should. And check out all our other bonus stuff. It's fantastic.
Yeah. One of us is in it.
Yeah. It's Keith. And
yeah.
Very excited to meet your guy.
Yeah.
We also have MediaClub.plus if you want to listen to our Hunter x Hunter podcast. Or our Media Club Plus pod is... It's not just going to be a Hunter x Hunter podcast, but it's currently a Hunter x Hunter podcast.
But right now it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go listen to our Hunter x Hunter podcast. We're in the midst of the Chimera Ant arc.
An episode just came out yesterday, so...
Truly and deeply in the climax of that arc in a lot of ways.
The long climax.
Okay.
The 15-episode long climax.
Very tantric anime.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my head at myself. You can also check out the YouTube if you missed any of the VODs for this, or if you want to see any of the other streams that have been going on. There's the fantastic Crusader Kings 3 Let's Play that Keith and Jack have been doing.
Just did a huge episode yesterday.
I was only able to catch a little, but I'm very excited to watch the full video for it.
It's our biggest one yet.
Wow, bigger than Big All Sauce.
So the size of All Sauce didn't meaningfully change, but very important goings on in Europe.
Fantastic.
World
I love
historic European events happening.
Oh boy. I'm trying to think. Go check out Run Button too.
Check out Run Button.
I'll plug it for you.
Cannot tell you enough how much you should be watching Run Button if you haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah. Subscribe to Run Button or else. It's not the month where it's subscribe to Run Button or else month, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yeah. You can have your own subscribe to Run Button or else month where you tell people to subscribe to Run Button or else.
I just like to say the or else every time I mention it, honestly. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it for
It's powerful to be a fan of Run Button.
Yeah. No, like I can lift a small car now.
Yeah.
Just because I'm subscribed to Run Button.
Yeah. How small though?
Like a smart car.
Okay.
Like it's not
I have a Fiat.
impressive.
Can you lift my Fiat?
I could try.
It's a little bigger than a smart car.
Yeah, I might be able to like lift it for a little bit, but I'm gonna probably have to put it down. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to plug. We'll be back soon with more of this because I'm really enjoying the fact that we have one, not getting any concrete endings, but two are getting a lot of good exposition. Is a really weird and fun balance we've somehow struck. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching.
Oh, I should say that going up on the YouTube after this, it's already uploaded. I just have to flip the switch. Is the home what is it called? Something hotline. Home
security hotline. Home safety hotline.
Switch YouTube accounts. Home safety hotline. Yes,
that stream was great.
That's going live on the YouTube now. Like as soon as I get off, I'm just gonna turn it to public, and I'm also putting up another episode of Sonic the Hedgehog onto the Run Button Patreon, which will be live later this week. So if you want to go watch some Sonic, you can subscribe at Content Burgered Up is to that.
Do it. Subscribe to everything. Okay.
Subscribe to everything.
Or everything related to us.
Right.
I think that's gonna do us for today.
Yeah.
Have a good one, everybody. And
I'm gonna have dinner.
Yeah, I'm so hungry. I can't think of
chili, homemade chili.
Anything clever to say. So, you're having chili?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm making a spaghetti. I'm excited for that.
A spaghetti?
Yeah, a pescetti. All right, that's dinner chat. Good night, everybody.
Bye.